Alright everyone, hope you all are doing well. So when iPadOS 14 launched, I promised you guys that I will update about iPadOS 14 on iPad 6th generation. I'm a little late, yes, because I was in front of all of these sponsorships. With all of those sponsorships, I had to make other videos, so I was a little busy, but right now I'm here to tell about the iPad 6th generation on iPadOS 14. Is it any good? Should I update to iPadOS 14 and how good it is, if it is stable or not? And we have so many points. We're going to talk about all of those individual points, and after hearing all of those individual points, you will consider you should update or not. So with iPadOS 14 you get very little amount of features. Mac-like Spotlight search system that is now much more powerful. We can even search inside of any applications, especially all those Apple applications. We can even search notes inside of the notes without getting inside of the notes. We also have sidebars pretty much in every application, like photos, notes, files, calendars, memos. We also have small and smart city, and also Safari got a lot of things up to date. That is the tracing and translation systems, camera and microphone uses notification dot, green and yellow dot, compact call notification, scribble and shape recognition. Pretty much those were the new features we get with the iPadOS 14. Those are not like super fancy, but something I really like, that is about the Safari new update. And the next one is sidebar in pretty much every application. Now we can take the advantage of this full big screen of any iPad. So that's amazing thing we get with the iPadOS 14, but it is still not something that is must in our life. We can also get all those things away with the iPadOS 13. Okay, now let's talk about the daily life performance. How will this iPad 6th generation performs in daily life uses with iOS 14 or iPadOS 14. These names are pretty confusing. Okay, I've been using my iPad 6th generation just for taking notes, checking mails, and also texting, and also for taking some video calls, and also what else I've been doing. I think those are the things I do. I don't do that much things on my iPad. I just write notes on my iPad. That's even right now I'm reading all those notes on my iPad. So that's pretty much what I do on my iPad. I write notes, I write any kind of documents. Also I do emailing, I also do video calling. So those are the pretty much all the things I do on my iPad. Other than gaming, we'll come back to gaming very soon, but pretty much for daily life uses, that's what I do. And for daily life uses, it is as good as iPadOS 13. So I have no complaint about the iPadOS 14, because I think now it is much powerful because of that sidebar things. We can use any applications much powerfully than before, because before if we want to do something we have to get out of that page, and after that we can go to another section. But right now, because of having those sidebar, we can just scroll to that place and we can use the sidebar easily, and we don't need to get out of that page or that application. That's very handy thing. Okay, for daily life uses, the iPadOS 14 on iPad 6th generation is going very good, so we should give it a A+. The next one, you'll definitely ask, most of the people who buy the iPad for productivity or for gaming. Nowadays the gaming community is getting mainstream thing for the iPad. Anyway, the gaming. So I've been doing some PUBG gaming, I've been doing some Asphalt 8 gamings. Pretty much for any kind of gaming it is still pretty good, but I've been seeing some kind of lag, like sometimes the screen goes black for 1 or 2 seconds. I have seen that, but very rare case. Now it's about the storage. Here you can see the iPadOS 14 is taking 6.35 GB of storage. I have no complaints about the storage, so I'm getting pretty good amount of storage, like as iOS 13. So no complaints about the storage thing. The next one is the battery life. Is the battery life any good or bad? Battery life on the iPadOS 14 is definitely good. Any of those people who is using iPadOS 14 on their iPad 6th generation, if you are watching the video, be sure to let me know about your iPad, what's going on, because in my iPad I'm seeing the battery life to be much better than before. Little much better, like it's around half hour or more than like 45 minutes better. I don't know how. I haven't done any kind of official test. It's my personal feeling. So from my previous iPhone 7 video, you can already understand that the iPadOS 14 is not going good on my iPhone. But on my iPad I have no complaints. The heating is not even happening. If I have to say, the heating is happening less. That's what I am experiencing right now. So overall the thing is, the iPadOS 14 on the iPad is running much better than the iPadOS 13. It's my personal feeling. No 100% guarantee, no 100% tests. But from my personal day-to-day life uses, gaming and all other things including, the performance is better. To be honest, the performance is better. So should you update? Obviously you should update. The iPad 6th generation is running very good with the iPadOS 14. You get so many features, those are going to be very amazing in your daily life uses, but it's not something like that you have to update if you are feeling good with the iPadOS. if you're feeling good with the iPadOS 14, then you should definitely stick with that one, because still there are some bugs, like the widgets are not working properly. Sometimes the weather goes away, I can't change the location. There are some minimum, like mini bugs, not like big huge bugs, but mini bugs. Those are just bothering me a little bit, but even after, for all those new features, we can bear all of those bugs. So that was my opinion about the iPadOS 14 on iPad 6th generation. If you guys found this video helpful, be sure to subscribe and follow me on Instagram or even on Twitter for internet tech things.